Hi, in this video we are going to talk about AWS Kinesis. So Kinesis makes it easy to collect, process and analyze real-time data. Basically the streaming data so that we can get a timely insight and react quickly to the newest information. We can inject real-time data such as video, audio, logs, click streams, IoT telemetry data, anything. So Kinesis enables us to process and analyze data as it arrives and respond instantly instead of waiting until the data is collected. So we're going to see Kinesis using an example so that it can be more clear to us. Kinesis provides us a lot of capabilities such as video stream, data firehose, data analytics. So we're going to see a use case where we are using a data stream with data analytics. What we are going to do is we are going to put the data into Kinesis data stream, analyze it using data analytics, and we will see how we can also create a target. So our first step will be we'll go to AWS. In the services we'll search Kinesis. Once you search for Kinesis, this dashboard will open. Here, since our use case is to create a Kinesis data stream first, so we're going to create a data stream. We're going to give a name, so let's give a name, let's say test stream for this demo. Here we can provide number of shards. So as we can see here, each shard inject up to 1 MB per second data and 1000 records per second. So based on our capability, like if we want to push large amount of data, so we can create multiple shards, but if you have very small data we can create only one shard. So for this test I'm going to create only one shard, but as per your design, as per the requirement, we can increase or decrease this number. I'm going to create this data stream and we have this test stream ready. The next step will be, once this test stream is ready, like we want to consume this stream, right? So like we will have a producer which is going to push this data into the stream and we are going to consume it. So after consuming, what we want to do? So for this application we want to analyze it. So we are going to say process with analytic application. This will be our consumer. So in the consumer we can give an application name. I can just say test application, and for runtime what you want to do. So I'm going to use SQL. I'm going to use SQL to query our data and to see it. Basically my analytics will be based on the SQL queries. So I'm going to just create this application. Now it is ready. So our test application is ready. So our next step is to create a producer. Now here we will start our coding. So what we are going to do is we need to create a new project. In POM dependency I am going to use AWS SDK and mainly the Amazon Kinesis client. These are the dependency I have added in my main project. I am going to create a producer app. Now what this producer is going to do is, first step is to build a client builder to set a region. So my stream is in US East 1. Set credentials. So these are the dummy credentials that I have put here. You can get these credentials of your user from the IAM console. Next step will be to set a user agent. So in user agent I am just putting a prefix with the default value, and my suffix will be my application name / the version of my application. So we have this Kinesis client ready. Now next step is to push the record to this Kinesis client. We can use this put record class and set the stream in it. Now this put record class can basically we can put the records like in a multiple, so we can put list of records. So using this put record request we can set the record, and this can be a list of records, and we can use Kinesis client to put these records in the stream. So let's see, what we have done here is we are using a put record request, we are setting a test stream, and we are setting a set records. Now let's see what this set record is. So basically we are using a build employee data function. What we are doing here is we have this list of put record entry. In each put record entry we need to set the data and we need to set the partition key. At the end we need to add it in this list. So for example I have this employee class. in my employee I have name, designation and ID. So I'm going to put the data. Now data needs to be in the byte buffer. So I'm going to convert this using object mapper. I'm going to convert my employee class and set it in the set data. Then the next is partition key, basically the key on which you want to partition the data. So I'm going to use designation as my partition. So I'm going to set this as partition key. Now again you can create multiple records. So and at the end you can add in the list. So these are my records and I have added all of them in the list. So once we have this ready, we can just use this Kinesis client to put the records and we can get the result. You can be done by here, but if you want more, like if you want to check whether any of the record has failed, so I have this logic as well where we are doing the failure handling. We are checking the failed record count. Then for each of the record we are iterating and checking if for any record the error code is not null. If error code is not null, that means there is some error. So we are going to again use this record and push it to Kinesis client, assuming that my record was correct and there was some issue with the Kinesis client itself. So for now I am not going to do any analysis on why it failed. I am just going to repush it. So this is our producer client code. Here I am just going to revise it. We have created an employee class and a producer app which is going to push multiple employee objects to this stream. Now if we go back to our console, we can see that we have a data stream and we have a data analytics. So this is our data stream, and in consumer we can see our analytic application. We will go to this test application details. So right now there is nothing is connected, so we can click connect streaming data. Our streaming data is Kinesis data stream. We can select that stream name. Our stream name is test stream, and I am going to put, now the next step is to discover the schema, like what will be the schema. But to do this there needs to be some data in the stream. Without the data it can't discover anything, right? So let's run this program once. So we'll go hit run this program. What it will do is it will push the data into the stream so that we can get a rough idea on how the schema will be. So as we can see, we have run this program and we have got the output. The failed record count is 0 and we have got all the other records with shard ID, sequence number and everything. So let's go back, hit on the discover schema. And we can see that we have got a message schema discovered successful. It will show that we have name, designation and ID, and this was the data that we have pushed. We can hit save and continue. Now our application is ready. So the next thing we want to do is we want to do the real-time analytics. So we can just go to the SQL editor. I will just do start application. Here we can see our SQL data. So we'll have to wait until the application is starting for the first time. Okay, so we can see that we have this source, real-time analytics and destination tabs available. Here it's trying to retrieve the data from the stream, but it will only retrieve the real-time data. So if there is no data available in the stream, it is just going to refresh and it is going to show us an error. So let's wait. See, now we have name, designation and ID as our folders, but there is no data. So even if I click on retrieve rows, there will be nothing because we are not storing data anywhere. But if you again, let's say push the new data, so we are just going to hit run again and we are going to click retrieve rows. So our data is pushed. And we can see the data here as well. We can see there are additional columns, but this is nothing but just the partition key, the sequence number, the shard ID in which the data is present and the arrival time, so that we can have the clear picture of how the data is and where it is located with the timestamp. So we have seen the real-time analytics as well, but again this analytics is only when the data is coming in stream continuously. if you want to, now there is one more option called reference data. So if you see here, enrich data from your streaming data source by connecting to JSON or CSV data store as an object in Amazon S3. So basically what we can do is we can create a reference. So we can have a S3 bucket where we can store the upcoming data. So we can give the S3 bucket name here, the path where we want to store, the table name and the permissions, and we can save it. What we'll do is each incoming data, it is gonna start storing in this data source. And the next and the last step in this is, let's say we have got the data, but if we want to add a destination, so right now destination is also optional, but in case we want to store the SQL result in some kind of destination, so we can go to SQL result and connect to a destination. What we'll do is all the SQL queries that we are running, it's not just the basic SQL queries, we can create more complex SQL queries, such as there are templates available. We can do continuous filtering, we can do aggregations, we can do data enrichment using join, and we can do a lot of other things. So in case we have some queries and we want to continuously query data and continuously get the result and store it somewhere, so what we can do is we can connect a destination to this SQL. So we can click connect to a destination. In connect to a destination, we can select our stream name and basically the final destination. So the final destination could be again a stream or a lambda function. So we can connect a lambda function here which can get the result, and then lambda function can do further processing as per the requirement. So I'm not going to show the live example of these two, but you can try these out. These are the main things for the data analytics. We can get the data using a producer client, which we can add in any of our application. It is going to come to our stream. Then using another application created for analytics in the AWS console, we can analyze the data in the SQL. And in case we want to store the incoming data, we can use a reference data. And in case we want to store the output of the SQL queries, then we can use the destination. So this is it for the video. Thank you. And in case you have any comments, then please do let me know.